Welcome back, my foodies, to yet another episode of What's Cooking. Today in the kitchen we have a very special guest who's going to whip up a very easy sandwich that you can make every day for lunch. The ingredients are right next to me, and I have to say to you guys, I'm excited to find out what she has planned for us today. But before we get to meet her and before she dazzles us with her bright and resilient personality, we just want to thank Coca-Cola, Metro and Kitchen 82 for sponsoring this episode. So stay tuned, we will be right back to meet our guest for today.
My Zone presents a forever memory. Your Schools 2024. Matric Farewell. All entrances filmed. 360 machine. Photographs. Book your packages now via all MyZone socials or email at michaela@myzone.com.na.
Welcome back, my foodies, and as I promised, I have a very special guest in the kitchen with me today. She's an architectural student, she's a model, and she's an entrepreneur. So much more that we can say about her, but I don't want to give too much away, and I want to give her the opportunity to introduce herself the way she wants to be introduced. So without further ado, welcome to my kitchen, Miss Pauline.
Hello everyone, my name is Pauline. Patricia said, I'm an architect, I'm a content creator. I do digital marketing on the side as well. I go to the gym, I play sports, and my favorite number is 4.
Okay, why 4?
I have no idea.
Just an interesting number.
Yeah,
You just fell in love with the number.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, great. Well, now we all know what's Pauline's favorite number. You have quite the resume, I have to say. You have a lot of things. Now,
Yeah.
I know that as a young person, it's a great way to keep yourself busy, to be proactive, is to find out what you like, invest your time and your energy into the things that are important to you. But how do you find that balance? Because you're a student, you're an entrepreneur, you're a content creator, you love sports, gymming. How does it all come together to really fit into your day-to-day life?
Yeah, I think it's very important to have a schedule. Schedule is quite important. I wake up every day at 5 to go to the gym, do all the necessary stuff I need to do, and then around say 8, 9, then I have my classes. I have my classes for say 2-3 hours. And then afterwards I do my content and anything else. So I think having a schedule is
really important. Yeah. You wake up at 5. I think I'm still fighting the urge to text my boss saying that I'm sick at 5 a.m. I am not a morning person. You would never find me up at 5 unless it's absolutely needed.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, but clearly you're a morning person.
I am.
Out of interest's sake, you wake up at 5. On a regular average day, what is the latest you find yourself getting into bed?
I get into bed latest 11:30.
Because that's still early to go into bed. Like, I wake up on a weekend, if I don't have to work, you'll see me getting out of bed at 10 a.m. Like 10 a.m., 9 a.m. I wake up and I'm still fighting the urge to go back to bed. And then 2 a.m. the next morning, I'm back in bed. I cannot fall asleep as much as I cannot wake up in the morning. But tell us a bit more about the content creation side of it. We know that content creation is becoming more and more common amongst our youth today, and it's booming in Namibia as well. You know, that platform, people are learning how to use those skills and utilize it really. Can you tell us about your journey within the content creation space?
I started content creation around about 2020. I started off with a little small tripod, my phone, and then I gradually went up to a camera. I do gym content. I do basically just my daily life. I just
Yeah.
record. I like documenting my life. I like going back and looking at it and inspiring other people to get in the gym, be healthy, be fit.
Okay, so
Yeah.
one, it's safe to say that you're an advocate for healthy living and healthy
Yes,
lifestyle.
yes,
Okay, so with that being said, like right now there's not a lot going on, but we know what's happening
Yeah.
behind the screens. Can you just tell our guest what it is that we'll be making today and why you chose this specific thing to make?
Okay, so guys, today we're gonna be making a veggie mayo sandwich. I chose this sandwich simply because it's a sandwich my mom and I like to make every Sunday, and it's dearest to my heart, and it's delicious.
And it sounds really healthy, guys. So looking at these ingredients, it's a really healthy dish to eat and it's quick and easy, like you said.
It's quick and easy.
So
5
literally
minutes.
anyone can make it just at home. If you're in
Yeah.
mood for a snack, this is the way to go. So right now we have some green chilies, we have some bread and butter. What is the first step into making a mayo veggie sandwich?
So the first step is to wash your hands.
Of course, always.
Second step is, so we are going to spread butter on each bread, and then the part where we spread it on is what we're going to put into the pan, and then we're gonna let it cook until it's brownish, goldish, take it off, and then yeah, that's the first step we're gonna be doing.
Okay,
Yeah.
so in part 2, that's where we'll see what we put all on of
Yeah.
this. And so I want to hear, when we spoke off screen a little bit, you said that you are a first year architecture student.
Yes.
Can you tell us a bit more about that? Where do you study? Where does this love for architecture stem?
I think as a child growing up, I love making things. I made a guitar out of cardbox, and it worked.
Okay, it worked.
Yeah, no, it worked.
That is interesting,
Yeah.
guys.
I study at the University of Thailand. I'm a first year architecture student. And yeah, my love for architecture just started as a child. I mean, I used to love making things. I used to love drawing. I really love drawing. So I think that's where it all came
Okay.
from.
So you can really see the way you speak about it, that it is something that you're passionate about. So guys, in the future, all our buildings will be stable. It will be well designed. Of course, thoughtful thinking behind the architecture. But without further ado, let us start buttering and cutting
Let's go.
these chilies. So this knife belongs to you. I think you just switch it on there when you're ready. Okay.
Okay.
Luckily, the chilies doesn't make you cry, right?
Ah, no.
No. I'm not about to cry on screen, guys. It's not
Chilies
who
don't
I am.
make me cry. Okay.
So when you're in Thailand, how do you deal with the homesickness? Because I know I went to the US for a few weeks and I missed my family extremely.
No. But I don't study at the university. I'm
Okay.
an international student.
Oh.
There is a campus based in Windhoek, that side of Old Power Station. So that's where I'm based at the moment.
Okay, I did not know that. That's
Yeah.
actually very interesting.
Yeah.
I actually think that we should make more of an effort to let our Namibian learners know about opportunities like this.
Yeah, no. I think we should.
How do you want me to cut these chilies? Am I doing this the proper way?
Yes.
Just like
keep them
that.
size, yeah, that's
Okay.
good.
Great.
Sense.
So you have about 3 more years, more or less, to go.
Yeah.
Before
I
you're
do have
done?
a long way to go.
So on your CV, they also say that you're an entrepreneur.
Yes, I run my own business. It's called Buy and Sell. It's a business where we literally just help people sell whatever belongings they don't need anymore. So it could be iPhones, shoes, cars, properties,
Okay.
basically everything.
So if I wanted to get rid of an old laptop
Yeah, I
and
can.
just to buy a new one, I can work through you.
Yep.
You can get me a buyer.
Yep. So basically what we do for you is we do all the advertisements, and all you need to do is just to send us a couple of pictures, the information about the item, and then yeah, we post it up, we get the buyer for you, we tell you where you're supposed to, is it on?
It is on. You can just put it a little bit higher.
Yeah.
Like I think 3. So 5 is the highest, so I think 3 should be fine. Okay. And it's just you in this business. Do you have partners?
Oh no, I work alone.
Okay.
I work
An
alone.
independent woman. We love it. We love to see it. Now, if these ingredients aren't available at home and you're in the mood for a snack, what is your go-to snack? If
Damn.
it's not for this delicious sandwich we're about to make.
My go-to snack would be a normal toasted sandwich. Yeah.
Just butter.
Just butter, cheese.
You know, you can never go
tomatoes.
wrong with like a buttered toast.
Yeah.
It just
Butter
works for
cheese.
anything.
It does.
Especially if you match it with a cup of coffee. It's just
hot
it's
chocolate.
or hot chocolate, or just the tea. It just works for any. It could be your breakfast, your lunch, and your dinner. Who cares? Who's gonna judge you? It's
No one's
toast
gonna
and
judge
coffee.
you.
No one
Exactly.
likes. It's what you want, so eat it. Oh, I love that. So, the gymming part, like the sports. Besides gymming, is there like a specific sports code that you've always been interested in, always been doing, want to do?
I box, I do
Oh.
Muay Thai, I run track, 100 meter, 200 long jump and high jump, and I play rugby.
Okay, so you're really, when you said you are a sports player, you were not kidding.
I wasn't kidding.
That was not mediocre. It's like, this is serious stuff,
Yeah.
guys. This is serious stuff. Can I say that we might see you in the Olympics soon when you're ready?
Oh yes.
Okay, so that's
yes.
the dream.
Oh yes, that's
To
the dream.
represent Namibia in the
To represent
Olympics.
Namibia in the Olympics.
Okay, well then What's Cooking will back you all the way. We want to see you there representing our country in the next Olympics. I think they said the next Olympics is in Los Angeles,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Because this year only Paris and Los Angeles decided to run for that tenor, if we call it that. But guys, do not go anywhere. Me and Pauline have to toast the rest of these sandwich breads, and then when we're back, you'll get to see how we put everything together and hopefully taste all of our hard work. But we'll be right back after this. And guys, we are back. We're almost at my favorite part. You can guess my favorite part.
Making and
Eating.
mixing and eating.
We're almost at the eating part.
Almost there.
But we're one step we still have to make is to create our mayo veggie sandwich. So when we were on our little break, me and Pauline were, getting ready with everything. So why don't you tell our viewers what is in front of us and what we're going to be doing now?
Right now we have black pepper, we have crushed chilies, crushed garlic, mayo, mustard mayo, sweet corn, crushed carrots, cabbage, onions, green peppers, green chilies, and salt.
And of course, our nicely
Toasted
browned,
bread.
toasted. Guys, look at how nicely toasted this is. This looks like French toast, honestly. So I cannot wait to dig in. But before we do, I just want to find out a little bit more, okay? Your life is really interesting to me. Like, you juggle a lot of things. And I know as young people, like I said earlier, not all of us know how to juggle life the way it's just throws one thing and then you drop another thing. Can you tell me about your support system? Because I know that to be able to venture into so many things, you do need that support, you do need that love and that, push from the people behind you. So who is your support system and what do they really mean to you?
So my support system will be my family. The number one person will be my mom. She's been there for me throughout everything, taking me to practice sometimes when I need to, picking me up when I have an injury. Sometimes she's very mean. She's like, you need to stop, because sometimes I would hurt myself sometimes, and she's very overprotective.
Moms are just moms.
Yeah,
Everyone's mom is going to do that.
But I feel like my mom is my support system, and my guardian father is, those are the two most important people in my life that really do help
Have your
me
back,
achieve everything.
yes.
And have my back 100%. And my brother, my brother.
Well, it's always important to have that structure behind you to really keep you up, and especially on those moments when you're down. Because I think, I don't know your life story, you don't know mine, but I do know that everyone who has achieved a lot, who's aiming to do a lot, they've had their downfalls, their failure moments, and that's where that support system needs to step in. They need to help you get back up and, push and learn from your mistakes. Now, I have to ask this. You have a busy schedule, yes, but we all have our favorite thing we need to do. Amongst everything that you're doing, the content creation, the gymming, the sports, the studying, becoming that architecture, the entrepreneurship, what is the one thing out of all of that that just makes your day when you start it?
I think doing my skincare.
Okay.
Yeah. Love my skincare.
Well, I have to say you have
Before
very beautiful skin.
Before I do anything, I gotta do my
Some
skincare.
people do say that your skincare is kind of therapeutic.
Yes,
It is,
very
especially if you
therapeutic.
have like a very set routine that you do.
Yes,
It's therapeutic. It just lets your mind dwell. And clearly your skincare routine is working because your skin is glowing. It might be what you're eating or your skincare routine or both, but whatever it is, it's working. And we love to see it. So what we have to continue because I'm getting hungry. The toast is just It's yeah, we can smell it. So, what is the first step into creating our mayo veggie
Okay,
sandwich?
so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add a 4.5 tablespoons of crushed pepper.
Okay.
So we're gonna add that to this bowl.
Okay, this is our
carrots.
grated carrots. Guys, I don't like grating carrots. It's like the most tedious thing to do, but I did it.
So
I grated these carrots.
So the carrots, the cabbages and onions, we're gonna put them in one bowl and we're gonna mix everything up.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's do that.
Are they all gonna fit in this tiny bowl?
Should we get a bigger bowl?
Let's do trial and error.
Let's try.
Okay. I think it will fit. It's not
I think
a
it's
lot.
gonna fit. It's not that much.
To gradually add them to the bowl, I think we'll be fine.
Yeah. Okay. Since we're quite a lot,
I think we need to get a bigger bowl.
we need a bigger bowl.
We do. Luckily,
need
we
a
have
bigger bowl.
run right here, guys. Give us a moment. Don't go anywhere. We're just gonna grab a little lifesaver. So you can just put that in there.
Let's do that.
This is much better.
Yep.
This is much, much better. Onions as well.
Yep. Onions as well.
They're right here next to me.
Onions.
This is really giving a veggie sandwich, guys. This is a lot of onions and a lot of carrots. But we trust the process. We do. So I have to ask, of course, little Pauline had dreams of her own. Are the
Yeah.
dreams the same? Was there a point where you were like, no, I want to be a rock star. No, I want to be a doctor. No, I want to be...
I wanted to be a firefighter, not gonna lie. I just felt
Oh.
like the suit and things was pretty awesome, and I really, really always wanted to feel like what it's like to be in the garments, what it's like
Fighting
to,
fire, saving
fighting fire,
lives.
saving lives. I've always wanted to do that, but I guess that dream died over time.
I think we all had dreams when we were younger that just kind of faded away, and as we started to learn what we're more interested about.
Yeah.
Because can you imagine yourself being a firefighter now? It's not really for you. Like if you had to, you probably would, but it's not really where your
Yeah.
heart lies. And you know, a career as a firefighter is something you really, really need a passion for.
Yeah.
You do, as much as architecture as well. You need a passion for what you do to make a success. And firefighting, you do with people's lives there. Okay.
Yeah, no.
Let's be serious.
That's quite serious. Okay, so now that we added the carrots, onions, and
Cabbage.
together, we're gonna put in the green peppers and the chilies.
Okay.
Yeah.
These chilies won't have like a bite in our sandwich,
They will,
but not like
not
too.
like too much.
Just a little taste. Just okay. Because I like spicy food, but I know my limits, guys. Know your limits, please. Okay, I should have used a knife because now it's just green pepper everywhere.
Yeah. We need a big spoon.
I think this counts as a big spoon. This is a
Because I
tablespoon.
want to mix all
Okay.
of it together, so we need a big
We
one.
will have this work.
Makes much more sense. Okay.
Still have our salt and all our spices. This looks like a salad. I'm not gonna lie. Looks like we're making a salad.
Once we add the mayo, I think it's all gonna make sense.
Yeah. Well, this looks delicious. I'm a sucker for a good salad, and this does look like it can come into a great salad. But guys, we have a lot of prepping to still do. Do not go
Yeah.
anyway. When we're back, me and Pauline will have our sandwiches ready to taste for you guys. And I'll be honest, you've known me to be honest about how these things taste. But Pauline seems confident. So when we come back, me and Pauline will have it to sit down and taste these delicious mayo veggie salad. So don't go anywhere, we will be right back. And we're back at my favorite part of any episode, really. So guys, this has been an interesting sandwich to make, and we have something to confess. It was originally supposed to be a chicken mayo sandwich.
It was.
But you know, here at What's Cooking, we improvise. When things go a little south, we improvise, really. So let us dig in to our self-made, self-improvised mayo veggie sandwich. Are you ready for the moment of truth?
I'm 100%
Let's see if the chicken is really needed. You know, let's see if it's really needed. Let's dig in. It's giving Sunday braai broodjies. And I love it. So guys, you don't need the chicken. It's actually really, really delicious like this.
Yep.
And this, what do you call it? The stuffing, the filling, the, I don't want to call it the insides, but what do I want to call it?
The insides.
It sounds really wrong to say that. It's stuffing. It's the stuffing, what we put on it. It also fits as a salad, as we've tasted.
Yes.
Before we sat down, it's a really good salad as well. But before we dive into this, my audience knows that I do not like to eat on screen because I'm a messy eater.
Oh.
I just take a bite on screen and then the rest of it's off screen where no one can see me eat besides the crew. So I want to know, who was little Pauline? Who was a little girl, and did you ever imagine yourself as like that 6-year-old girl? Imagine herself being the sports lover, this entrepreneur, you know, being an architect. Who was she? What was the dream when you were that 6-7-year-old girl?
The dream was to be a firefighter, actually. That was the dream. I just really loved how the garments looked, how, you know, dominant they looked, how they put out the fires, how they saved lives. It's always something I always wanted to do, but I guess I grew out of it.
Yeah,
as
like
time went
I think
by.
that's a normal thing, and it should be normalized that some dreams are not forever dreams, you know, some are just temporary, like, because we have, we have interests that fade. You obviously, 24-year-old me does not have the same interest as 16-year-old me had, because how do you grow as a human being if your interest remains the same over the years? Really, you don't evolve. So you said that your support system is your family,
my mom,
your mom, and your brother, and really, like I said, that's important to have. And of course, you said you're really close with your mom, especially.
Very, very close.
You have shared with her what the dream is one day, what the future holds, and I'm sure she supports every step. But for those of us who aren't as lucky yet to know what the future holds for Pauline, what does it mean to you after you've gotten your degree, after, you know, when you reach the Olympics, besides now being in Los Angeles 4 years from now to represent Namibia, what is the ultimate dream for you?
So the ultimate dream for me is to design my own gym.
Okay, the architecture and the love for sports and gymming put to one.
Yeah. So design my own gym, build it, make sure that it literally has all the machines needed, make sure it has a pool, make sure it has a big running track,
everything in one. Okay, I'm putting you in the spot, and maybe you didn't even think of this, so I would not blame you if you don't know how to answer this question. You're an architect, you love sports, you love gymming. The dream is to make a design and build an amazing gym, state-of-the-art gym. And of course, as an architect, you walk into a building, certain things catch your eye that I probably wouldn't even think twice about looking at. When you think about this gym in the future, is there something that is a must for you when it comes to the architectural side of this gym that you want to build?
I think having a food court in the gym is probably something I want to have, so that when people are done working out, they can just have a quick meal,
have a juice, have a lunch, have a veggie mayo sandwich, you know, chill. Okay, that's also important. I don't know a lot of the gyms in Windhoek or in Namibia, but the ones that I have been to, they're strictly a gym. The only thing that you can really buy sometimes is water. But besides that, that's not really.
I want to incorporate everything: whey protein, protein shakes, protein meals, all of the above.
Okay, yeah, because you know what it's like to be an athlete, to be in the gym, and you want to make sure that the people that get there have everything that they need. That's great. So before we indulge into this, there are a lot of young Namibians and abroad as well that probably have that passion for both sports and something else as demanding as architecture. So do you have any advice for that young boy or girl who's too afraid to go for what they want? Because as we know, especially fields like content creation, it's not as supported really, especially not from a learner or, you know, educational perspective. Architecture, yes. Sports, yes. But the content creation side specifically, it's not there for the young kids. They're not exposed to it through education. It's something that you just experiment with, and you like it, you don't like it. But for that young girl who maybe has a passion for something, but also content creation, and it's a bit afraid to combine the two, because clearly you've combined it and you're making a success of it. Can you give them any advice on how to move forward with combining their creative side, you know, their professional and, you know, educational side of things?
I feel like all you have to do is just start. I feel like once you start, even though you don't know the path, you don't know the way, you'll find yourself along the way. Even though you stumble a few times here and there, I feel like consistency breeds success. If you're consistent, you don't have to be talented, you don't have to be the smartest in the room, you don't have to know it all, but if you're consistent with what you do, I feel like you will get there. And you'll be able to find balance in both aspects of what you want to do.
That's actually really great advice. So just start doing it, because no one has the answers. Honestly, no one has ever been where you are at specifically. So if you just start, you can answer all the questions later on. But before we say goodbye, if our viewers want to reach out to you and maybe ask you about your journey or your plans or advice, or just want to chat with you, where can they reach out to you?
You can find me on my Instagram. It is @444vibes. So that's VAABZ. So you can get there.
Okay guys, you can shoot Pauline a DM. Maybe you want to collab with her in her future dream to build this amazing state-of-the-art gym in the future. But from me and Pauline, we have these sandwiches to finish, and we've had a lovely chat, and I've enjoyed every moment with you in this kitchen. I cannot wait to one day gym at your gym and just experience everything. But as for me and Pauline viewers, it is goodbye, and thank you so much for watching this episode. And that brings us to the end of this amazing episode of What's Cooking. I'm your host, Patricia Kutsi, and I had so much fun in the kitchen making a very improvised mayo veggie sandwich. Guys, really, it is a salad, it is a sandwich, it is both. You can have fun with it. This just shows that nothing is structured in the kitchen. You can have fun, you can experiment, and you can do the most. Don't forget that What's Cooking is on the air every Sunday at 9:30 on DSTV channel 285 and GoTV channel 25. We're also on social media, so look at our Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok pages to stay up to date with what is to come. But don't go anywhere, my foodies. We will be back, as I said, every single Sunday. But that is it from me. See you guys next time. Bye.